Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to start by thanking Interfaith Center on Corporate Responsibility for inviting me to join this discussion on inspiring innovation through investments that meet the climate challenge. Frankly, this discussion could not come at a more opportune time. We are fresh on the heels of the UN Secretary General's Climate Summit wrapping up in New York and looking forward to Lima and Paris, a pivotal chapter in the international climate change negotiations. In this moment, everyone, every group, and every individual must step up their own action on climate change and give vocal support to governments and businesses doing the same. For you, sitting at a most interesting intersection of moral and investor responsibility, faith and finance, this moment is a great opportunity to advance both parts of your agenda and to create better returns for yourselves and your beneficiaries. Of all the things that came from Climate Week and the Climate Summit in New York, from the People's March to the high-level political engagement, perhaps the most relevant for you is the trending market shift towards low-carbon investment today that takes the global economy closer to a climate-neutral tomorrow. There is a demonstrable will to act on climate change and an underlying assumption that more action improves investment and economic outlook. This assumption is proving to be correct. Clean energy is more effective and cost-effective than ever, opening new paths for development, new sources for good jobs, and stable returns for investors. The green bond market is set to take off this year as the variety of social, moral, and economically responsible financial instruments proliferate. Carbon disclosure is going mainstream, giving investors unprecedented insight into how reliant businesses are on the fuels and business models of yesterday. At the heart of this transformative shift is the realization that growth now does not have to come at the expense of future generations, and that low carbon, even no carbon choices exist now, with many more to come. It is increasingly easy to choose a path that reduces exposure to climate risks and fulfills both fiduciary and intergenerational duty. Some have already chosen this path. According to the latest numbers from We Mean Business, 1,500 companies that moved towards low-carbon, low-emission operations during 2012 and 13 cut more than 750 billion tons of CO2 emissions and made excellent returns on the billions invested. I hope you can count yourself among those already on this path, because we know that not everyone is. And it is in everyone's best interest to bring as many individuals and institutions as possible on board. For investors, a robust and growing low-carbon marketplace is ripe with opportunity. For stewards of the earth that care about the planet we leave to our children and grandchildren, market support is crucial for clean and green growth. And for the international process, private sector response that acknowledges risk, builds resilience, uses clean renewable energy, discloses greenhouse gas emissions, and supports government climate policy is crucial to craft a durable and strong new universal climate change agreement. Dear friends, a durable and strong agreement is exactly what we need. We need an agreement that can pull us off this myopic and destructive development trajectory and put us on course to a climate-neutral future where sound investment and environmental stewardship are synonymous. Today, I ask you to help me make that climate change agreement as strong as possible. I ask you to examine your own portfolios and ask the tough questions. Who has disclosed? Which assets are potentially stranded? Where am I sacrificing a healthy planet tomorrow for returns today? Then, take the crucial steps to bring your portfolio in line with what you know is the right thing to do to secure the future for the next generation of investors and entrepreneurs. And just as the window for bold announcements of climate action has not closed when the SG's summit ended, I ask you to announce your intentions and your actions up and down the line, from your supply chains to your beneficiaries, and to any policymaker that will listen. Make it clear that you see investor value in resilience, in disclosure, in offering low-carbon choices and offsetting emissions that cannot be reduced. Make it clear you value environmental and socially responsible investment and innovation. Speak loudly with words and actions, because the future of stable, sound investment improves as our future of a stable, sound climate improves. With you on board, and with you bringing others on board, I am confident we can stand together on the right side of history and on the right side of returns. Thank you, and I wish you a very productive discussion.